Alright, it's time to wrap up this Mazda RX-7 championship, and for a change, I'm actually wrapping it up with still 2 days remaining. Look at that, an achievement here. So the final one, of course, is going to be the Cup race at Indianapolis road course. PR required is 4.8, as I mentioned in the very first video in this playlist. Yes, whopping 5 gold. And the car itself, which is the main reason why we ran through this. So, there was a lot of comments on, well, I think there were like 6 or 7 of you guys commented on the Tier 8 endurance race, notably at Le Mans. I got lucky with 6 kilometers and change, and I noticed some of you guys got stuck with having to beat like 9 or 10 kilometers. So yeah, let's see. Why would I get less distance to cover than you? My first guess is fire monkeys, they just know how terrible I am as a driver. So they just know if they put anything longer, it's gonna be hopeless, maybe. Well, I mean, I've fallen in that trap before many times in my real racing 3 career here, where you just win without thinking about the next race. And of course, they have some sort of an algorithm where the bots essentially adjust to how you race. And it's not just how you win, but also it determines, there's another factor, how much upgrade you have on your car. So oddly enough, more you spend, slower they get. So if you have, let's say, a running fully upgraded car, the chances are you can slow them down more than if you are running with minimal upgrades. So something to keep in mind. And it's not always the case. Sometimes there are limitations on how far they will come down in speed or distance in this case. So something to keep in mind. So I might actually return to the endurance here after I win the car and see what kind of distance I can make with what my PR is, I think 5.2 or something like that. Just got it up to 5.2 simply because the last one I got was a cash upgrade, of course. But enough yapping. Let's get racing here. So 4 laps at the road course. So all in all, this event was easier, or obviously I'm able to actually finish with a reasonable amount of time remaining on the clock here, thanks to the fact that the races were shorter. Having less tiers certainly helps. Although 16 tiers, I feel like they could have chopped it down by half at least, for the performance of this car. I mean, it starts at what, PR 0.1. In my book, that warrants about like 4 or 5 tiers of this limited time series, if you ask me. But then again, they got a business to run, I'm sure, so I cannot really tell them how to run it. Not a business person here. So anyway, so compared to RX-7, this is, I suppose, a little bit more reasonable. Man, it's like a train here. All perfectly lined up, except this one rogue number 9 car here. Creating disruption in otherwise perfect train line here. And since this is the last race to win the car, as always, I just run straight through. No intentional slowing down. By intentional, I mean, you know, old habits die hard. So sometimes I'll, like, once I get a good lead, I tend to stop and wait. Obviously, it's not necessary. Didn't quite make it to 200 kilometers there. Okay. So obviously this one's 4-lapper, which is a bit longer than most races that I've done. Towards the later part of this event, obviously we've had some longer races, like notably there was a 3-lapper at Mazda Raceway, and other cars that wouldn't be all that long, but for this car that I feel like, you know, like 4 laps at this road course, for example, the Brickyard, it seems very long because the car is kind of slow. But the majority of the event, you know, like cup races were almost like gauntlet races where you have just a single lap or maybe 2 in some smaller tracks. So I wholeheartedly welcome that in this case, obviously, because I was able to win. But if I weren't winning, then I don't know, I might be hoping for more lap count, since, you know, more lap counts, it simply means more opportunities to catch up if I'm not able to keep up with the rest of the grid. So anyway, so yeah, I might, after I win this car, I might revisit that endurance race and see what kind of distance, if I actually went for it, instead of stopping after reaching the distance that I need. If I do any better. If I don't, you know, I'm not going to bother posting another video of lame driving. I got plenty of that on my channel, so and yeah, the reason for delay for this particular race, this last race, I was hoping to find some extra time to work on customization for this car, but that didn't happen. So I figured, well, you know what, I'll just get it done, fix it up another time. So for now, we'll finish just with the stock paint. Looks like we might lap some of these guys. Oh yeah, there's an overtaking challenge going on, so this would be kind of handy. Not that I'm really putting that much effort into the overtaking challenge, since this would be like the first one that I'm doing with this account. And my other account, which started later than this one, I actually ended up just finishing that one last night, so that one's got a few overtakes on that, so combined I think I have a couple of hundred overtakes. Which is, I think, good enough for just maybe a couple of thousand racing dollars for achievement, I guess. Team achievement. Anyway, here we are, time to bring it on home. I was hoping to cross the finish line while skidding sideways, but that failed rather miserably, didn't it? The gap between intention and reality. All right, so that took nearly 7 minutes. Boy. All right, so that concludes this. I think this is the second to last championship, with the Veneno championship remaining with this current update. So that should be rolling out in a couple of days once this expires. So I'd assume that'll be like Wednesday or Thursday here in US. So we'll see you then. Until then, I don't know. I still have a couple of, what do you call those things? Flashback events that I haven't. I already own the car, so just not quite excited to run through them again. But I might do it again just for the. I don't know why. Anyway, there's the 100% complete splash screen with a whopping 5 gold reward. And the car, of course. All right, good deal. Decent handling car overall. Just, you know, slow. But then again, it's nice to have some variety. I mean, after driving this one, RX-3, and the one before RX-7 for like almost like, I feel like I've been driving those two cars for forever, like almost last 10 days or so, almost exclusively. When I hopped in the Nismo LMP1, that was a shock. How fast that car moves. That felt pretty good when I was doing the 10-lapper Le Mans race for the 60% daily bonus earlier this morning. So variety is good. I always welcome it. So this car, not nearly as powerful as some others, but that's perhaps the charm, you know? So anyway, hope you guys all go through and win the car without too much trouble. And good luck to you all. Until the next video, take care.